This video on Graphing Ideas in Science Part 1 is brought to you by the Professional Development Team at Oxford University Press, Pakistan. Graphic organizers are effective pedagogical tools that allow students to structure any content in a meaningful way. We will take a look at a few graphic organizers that the students can use to understand scientific concepts. The first one is a sequence map. This is a question from New Oxford Primary Science Book 1. Draw and label in your book any two things you have for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The students can construct a sequence map like this to answer this question. This will bring together sequential information in the order in which it happens. When the students also draw these food items, the chart will become visually appealing. The second is the problem and solution map. This is a question from New Oxford Primary Science Book 2. Tell your teacher two ways in which we can reduce deforestation. Let's take a look at an example of a problem and solution map that the students can construct to answer this question. The problem is the ground is dry, nothing grows on it, and the air is not clean. Solution is planting more trees, and the result is clean environment for everyone. This chart will help improve problem-solving skills of the students. Third is a cause and effect map. This is a question from New Oxford Primary Science Book 3. Think of and talk about an example of how a force can cause an object to change shape. A force can change the way something moves. Let's take a look at an example cause and effect map. The cause is air movement or pushing, and the effect is the balloon blows up and becomes larger in size. The second cause is friction because of the brakes in a car, and the effect is a moving car stops. In the first case, the force causes an object to change shape, and in the second one, the force changes the way something moves. Remember, cause is the why something happened, and effect is the what happened. The fourth organizer is the KWL chart. The students write down the topic, and in the first column, they write down what they know about it, and in the second column, they write down what they want to know about it. The first two columns will be filled in by the students before beginning a chapter, and the third column will be filled in by the students where they will write down what they've learned after they've finished the chapter. Let's take a look at this example from Unit 12 Sound, New Oxford Primary Science Book 4. In the first column, they can write down sound is a form of energy, it travels in waves, can travel through solid, liquid, and gas, and so on. In the second one, they can write down why can't we hear all sounds or how do we measure it. In the third one, they can write down regular repetitive waves produce music, we count vibrations per second to measure sound, and so on after finishing the chapter. The first column activates prior knowledge in students. The second one encourages them to share unit objectives. And the third one helps them to monitor their learning. Thank you.